The Video Game Phantom.
Welcome, I'm the Video Game Phantom, and today I'll show you my list of one terrible thing in every mainline Sonic the Hedgehog game. Let's get started. First we have Sonic 1, the OG. Now what can be awful about this game? One terrible thing. Oh yeah, Labyrinth Zone. Yes, this zone is complete garbage, and why, Eggman, why did you do this for the final act of Scrap Brain Act 3? I hate you. Anyways, moving on, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's very difficult to see what's one thing terrible about this game. But if I had to guess, it would be the cut levels. We could have got Wood Zone, Desert Zone, and many other zones in Palace Zone. But at last, we did not. Anyways, moving on to Sonic CD, one of my all-time favorites. Except that, I hate Wacky Workbench Zone. The zone is a cluster F of BS and annoyance. That's literally the only terrible thing I can find about Sonic CD. The water stage isn't that bad, and the rest of the game is pretty great. I love the time traveling mechanic, and the special stages are not bad at all. Anyways, moving on to one of my first introductions to Sonic. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The best game in the series? Probably. But there's one fatal flaw that we all have had to face. The barrel. My first playthrough, I got stuck on the barrel and never completed the game. But years after, I found out all you had to do was press up and down. Why even create it? That's why I don't like Carnival Night Zone. Anyways, heading over to the 3D ever, Sonic Adventure. And now, I know, this is probably common knowledge, but I don't like the cat levels. Big himself is cool, nice character, but the big levels are so damn boring. And that's the only issue I have with Sonic Adventure. Amy Rose's gameplay is okay, Tails is okay, Knuckles I actually enjoy, and yeah, that's about it. Anyway, Sonic Adventures 2 Battle. I found it very difficult to see what I hated about this game. And one terrible thing. Oh yeah, why is Metal Sonic only playable in 2-player mode? Why include him in the game and not in the main story? I get they want to show off Shadow the Hedgehog, but wasting metal like that? Not good. Anyways, moving on to the Sonic Advance series. I don't know if they're mainline or not, but my list, and I love these games. Anyways, Sonic Advance 1. And let's see, the one terrible thing about Sonic Advance 1 is the special stages. Like seriously, you can't see where the rings are. How am I supposed to get the cast emerald? And Sonic Advance 2, most people will say is the running bosses are trying to get to the special stage, but I say it's a go-around. F this boss, I don't like this boss, and this boss is such a troll. Not only does his movements are annoying, but once you get hit, you better pray you don't get hit again, or you'll die. I mean, I'm talking about it's very difficult to even hit this boss. That's what I'm getting at. Anyways, Sonic Advance 3. And I couldn't find too much that terrible about this game, aside from the some level layouts that lead to full-on death pits. Why? Anyways, moving on to one of the best Sonic games, Sonic Heroes. Now, I played this game recently, and all I have to say is, They baffled me with the bosses. Why does Casino Park, Hang Castle, one of the two best stages in the game, have shitty boss fights? It's nothing but onslaught of robots. No Eggman vehicle, no Eggman mech. This onslaught of stupid robots. It's boring, it's repetitive. You did it twice. Why? And talking about bosses, Sonic Rush has the same issue. Why? Why are the bosses like this? Makes no sense. And then we have Sonic 06. Everything about this game was trash except for the music and Silver the Hedgehog. This game could have been great, this game could have been amazing, but at last, the game is not good. I'm sorry to say that. But I wish Silver can come back in his own title. Come on, it's like a Year of Silver. Year of Silver, give it to me. Anyways, moving on to Sonic Unleashed. Now I know this has been said half to death. It's the Werehog stages. Yeah, I know, original, but come on. The gameplay could have been like Devil May Cry. My problem with the Werehog is not his design, is not his concept, is the gameplay itself. It's boring as poop, and yeah, that's the reason I don't play Sonic Unleashed, is because of that gameplay. Moving on to Sonic Colors, and again with the bosses. What's with Sega and making horrible Sonic 3D bosses? Sonic Colors bosses are trash. Aside from the last one with the Eggman fight. That was epic though. Anyways, moving on to my all-time favorite Sonic game ever, Sonic Generations. Well, then you will say, Video Game Phantom, if this is your all-time favorite Sonic game, what is one terrible thing about it? Except that this is the one game that could have benefited with DLC. We could have got like Oil Ocean Zone, Hydrocity Zone. We could have got Emerald Hill Zone. You get what I mean? We got Casino Park Zone, just a freaking pinball table. But you know where I'm coming from, right? We could have got Classic Zones, Adventure Zones, Soul Fort as DLC for years to come. But Sega, oh boy, Sega. Well, we have Sonic X Shadow Generations, that's a good start. Anyways, moving on to our game that's very forgettable, Sonic Lost World. Now, this game is very forgettable, one, because it just feels like Mario Galaxy, and two, the Deadly Six are just not good, they're just generic one-off enemies. Why are you bringing them back again, Sega? Nobody cared about Zavik or any of them. Anyways, Sonic Mania. A perfect 2D Sonic game, like classic Sonic. But there's one issue. We don't need all zones returning. Especially Green Hill Zone. That's the only gripe I have about Sonic Mania. Sega, I love Green Hill Zone, but you need to stop using it in every single Sonic game. Got it? Anyways, then we have an utter failure. Sonic Forces could have been my all-time favorite with the character customization, everything, but they really dropped the ball on this one because the game is short. I can literally beat it in under an hour or 2 hours if classic Sonic's gameplay wasn't trash. But yeah, Sonic Forces, everyone. And then we come to our final mainline game that just released, Sonic Frontiers. A very good direction for Sonic, and I enjoyed the game, except one teeny tiny problem.
Just one. Just one. Can you guess what problem that is? Just one. Reuse of old levels from Sonic Generations. Green Hill Zone again, and again, and again. And then we have Side Skytrain. And
I'm getting sick and tired of that and Chemical Plant. I love those stages, but Sega, you're reusing the same stages over and over again. But I would give you kudos for that one level that, I can't think of the top of my mind. The highway level? Cyberspace? That's literally very unique. Could have made more levels like that. Sega, stop shooting this off in the foot. Anyways, those...
So one terrible thing in every mainline Sonic the Hedgehog game. Hope you guys enjoyed my list, and tell me where is one terrible thing you hate in Sonic the Hedgehog games. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like these type of videos, let me know and I'll do more of them. Anyways, I'm the Video Game Phantom, and see you next time. Phantom out.
Remember to like and subscribe.